What's up, my babies? ZackScott here, hanging out in the National Archives. Today's video, I will be showing you some plugins before we do episode 399 and episode 400. Episode 400, we will be releasing the, Scottland and Nova and all that for download. So if you ever want to use that map to run a server similar to this, I'll be showing you the Bukkit plugins that I use. I do run MC. Hi, Izzy. Don't worry. I do run MC. My admin, and I also run Bukkit, of course, to facilitate these plugins. But first, I want to point out that I think I got everyone in here. I've sold 70 shirts total. The latest person here was Mr. Jack DeGroit. I also put in, who did I put in? There's like Jody Bird in a box here who messaged me, and also has JZ123. If you're not on here, you got to email me like ASAP today. Yeah, otherwise you're not going to make it for episode 400, and I apologize. So yeah, there's that. Also, there's a new contest, but first I'll announce the winner of the previous contest. The previous contest was to post a comment and watch the first 3 Twisted Metal videos, and the winner of that contest was Tickle Mexeric, and you have won a Minecraft gift code, and I'm ignoring whatever they're saying down below, so congratulations. The new contest is tomorrow. I will be uploading an interactive video. Episode 399 will be a very special deluxe interactive video. And all I need you guys to do to enter the contest to win a Minecraft gift code is to basically leave a comment. Go completely through the interactive video and leave a comment on each video. That's tomorrow. I know I'm announcing the contest now, but it starts tomorrow. And it's going to be very special, episode 399. Do it for that video and all the videos that are associated with it, and you can win a Minecraft gift code. And then, what? I don't know what he's talking about. And then there is another ongoing contest for Soul Calibur where you watch the first 20. I've only posted 19 so far, so as soon as that's resolved, I will announce the winner to that as well. Anyway, I don't know what in the world they're talking about. So anyway, I thought I would show you guys the plugins that I use to run the server to get you guys ready, ramped up, and also just to quench your thirst for knowledge. So yeah, let me pull up a tab over here just so I can have a list going on of the Bukkit plugins. Well, first, you guys do know I use Bukkit, and I don't run that many plugins actually. I run Bukkit. I use MyAdmin to administrate a lot of the server stuff, the Whitelist. I do have a separate Whitelist plugin because before I had this separate Whitelist plugin, people would try to log into the server because they would have the IP. And so now, if I want to add someone, I just like Whitelist add and type in the name, and I have to administrate it here as well on MyAdmin. To put the name in both of them. If I wanted to remove someone, I'll just type in the whitelists. This gives a list of commands that I have. I can reload the whitelist and setting. I can add a player, remove a player, turn it on or off, and I can do whitelist list. Let's see what that does. List command disables. All right, whatever. Am I an op right now? Yeah, I am an op. So anyway, I'm not totally in tune with all the commands. I do use so that's what I use to manage the members of the server. I also have a plugin that manages their permissions because when I installed Nova, I needed a multi-world plugin to manage permissions. So I use PermissionsEx, and what that does is it basically like allows me to add permissions to people, but most of that is not done through a command, although some of it can be done through a command. Most of that is done through a configuration file on the server. So basically what I have done is no one has permissions in Nova, permissions to all the rest of the stuff in Scottland, basically, except for like the dangerous permissions like Big Brother, WorldEdit, things that could really mess up the server. Other users don't have permission to. And I really forget, is it PEX? Yeah, so this is the type of stuff I can do. This allows you to have different groups for users. So like if you had numerous other users and you want it to, and by the way, I apologize if this video is boring, but I'm asked constantly about the plugins that I use. And so I thought I would try to clear it up all in one video, try to be fast about it, try to be succinct so that people don't get too bored, and also like announce a contest winner to also keep people excited. So anyway, I can manage groups here. I can also manage which world has which permissions and stuff. I keep mine very simple. There are 2 groups, basically regular, and then there's me, the administrator. The administrator has access to WorldEdit commands only in Scottland, and also Big Brother commands in Scottland. And But you could definitely use this permissions plugin to manage a vast array of different groups, people, different classes of people, and have various permissions to other plugins like that. So, let's see. Let me take a look at what was the PEX plugin again? It was PEX. Gosh. So the saving that it does right here is it basically saves the world every 15 minutes, and that's all done through MC-MyAdmin. Anyway, PEX. What does it say? PEX group. You see, I don't even know. PEX group. PEX world. Yeah, see, I don't even know. I can set default groups. What was the top level again? PEX group user. I don't even know. But anyway, everyone is in just the regular group. Sorry, couldn't get that one done. Okay, so but that is what I use. For those of you, so we've gone over Whitelist, we've gone over permissions. I use Big Brother. You've seen me use Big Brother a lot, but first I use Essentials. Essentials is basically all the commands that we do from teleporting to most of the plugins here. Help through any page here. No, those are all WorldEdit. But all the basic plugins that we do involving teleportation, granting experience, like I can grant myself experience. I can set the weather. I can weather sun. I can do all of this. Weather rain. I can do all of this. Oh, that's sun. Weather storm, I think is what it is. I always forget. All of these very basic commands that I can control stuff. Weather sun. These are all Essentials plugins. Teleportation is covered by Essentials. Granting experience, all sorts of very, very God mode, game mode, stuff like that. That's all very, very basic stuff that I have going on here. All mostly powered by Essentials, and there's just a whole core of plugins that the Super Pickaxe, I think, is an Essentials plugin. I think, or maybe no, I think that's a WorldEdit plugin. I honestly forget. This is horrible. Let me pause it really quick and take a look. Okay, yes, I am back. WorldEdit is in Super Pickaxe is a WorldEdit plugin. So anyway, but all the teleportation stuff, the God mode stuff, setting spawn, doing different sort of tells and kicking people and pinging and stuff like that is all done through Essentials. And Essentials is basically like a catch-all. I can message people. It's all very, I could feed myself. I could set warps. I could manage the economy. All that's kind of done with Essentials. And I use very few of those commands in my day-to-day activities. And so teleportation is the one. Warp spawn is the other. Those are the ones that I use most often. God mode, game mode, those things are all powered by Essentials. So if you want to give your players the ability to do that, yeah, you need Essentials. WorldEdit is the other one that I use that is pretty powerful. Lots of commands I can make. I can make blocks, rectangles, cubes, giant ones. I can delete stuff in mass. I mostly use it for deleting stuff in mass, basically. So here's an example of what I would do. First, I would turn on game mode that would enable flying. Game mode is powered by Essentials. I can set a position here, position 1. Let me go up a little bit, actually. Position 1 right here, and then I could set position 2 to be over here, and I'll show you what this will do in a second. Position 2 is going to be up over here, and position 2 right there. And then what I can do is I basically have a rectangle, a box selected, almost like a cube, a region selected here. And then I could do weird stuff I could, once it's selected, I could move up 5. No, move 5 up. And what that would do is move my selection 5 up. So WorldEdit is a very helpful, and then I could then undo. So you can see that WorldEdit could be very helpful. I could set it all to a type of block. Set 7. What is 7 going to be? It's bedrock. I completely guessed. But really what I wanted to do was set it to 0, which would delete it. And because I'm getting rid of this Whitney Houston thing that Mac and Adam made. But anyway, so I just kind of wanted to show you. We're going to replace that with the better thing. And you know, this all sorts of stuff. Super pickaxe, if you haven't seen it. Super pickaxe basically allows you. Oh, here we go. Super pickaxe, part of WorldEdit, basically allows you to mine stuff quickly. I could do an area of 5, and what this would do is basically take. You could grab a pickaxe, and now it's a super pickaxe. So I have that command on. I hit it, takes away all the obsidian right there, all the same block type, and this is very useful for mining out stuff. Look at all that stuff that just disappears. This is gonna get all the wood right here. All of the yeah, there we go. And but yeah, I don't ever use that because once you I do, but I want to turn it off. Super pickaxe disabled. I have game mode right now, which means I could easily take down stuff like so. There we go. And this kind of gets me into what we deal with Big Brother, basically. Like, let's say I have a TNT right here, and I set it in this area. Big Brother is another plugin I use. It's outdated, but I still use it because it kind of works. I need to find a good replacement for it, so I wouldn't recommend it, but I still use it. Let's say I light up this this TNT. It's gonna blow up. I think it'll blow up. Yeah, here we go. It's going to keep a log that I'm the one who blew it up. And I can't do this in, sadly, I can't do this in Nova, but because we have commands disabled in Nova. So that just blew up, right? So what I want to do is a BB rollback, a Big Brother rollback. Asterisk means for everyone. Radius, actually, I could do ZackScott, so it only affects me. This sets the radius. I'm going to say a radius of 10, a time of 1 minute. And what that will do is not work. Oh, it could be because I'm in game mode. I don't know. Okay, hold on. BB rollback. Radius 10, time 2 minutes. There we go. Maybe I don't know if it was the asterisk or what, but I rolled it back. This part's now fixed. And that's all thanks to Big Brother. That's why I no longer get as angry when people like Mac blow up stuff in Scottland, but in Nova, can't control it. But anyway, I'm hoping Mac and Adam can build like a special 400 episode sculpture here. If not, oh well. The other thing I have going on here, not the other, but another thing I have going on here. I'm just pulling up a list. I'm getting close to the crux of all this. So we talked about Big Brother. Oh, I have a backup plugin, and what this does is it allows me to run a backup command manually. It has a way to set it up. I already back up Scottland every 24 hours, but this has a way for me to back up everything, absolutely everything now, and I just got this so that I could download it as a zip file and upload it in a couple of days. No, yes. No, I'm not done. No. Backup. So what this says, start it backup. This will take a couple minutes. I gotta mention to them. By the way, the cutoff for 400 is tomorrow night. I forgot because tomorrow I keep getting confused because tomorrow 399 is such a big episode that I keep thinking it's the ultimate, but 400 is the one where we actually release the map. So anyway, yeah, I got backup. So I backed up the server. This will be done in a couple minutes or whatever. No, I got confused. Anyway, so that's a lot of plugins I've talked about. We talked about backup, Big Brother Essentials. Let's see. Now, the other ones that are really permissions I talked about. What else do I have? And Whitelist and WorldEdit. I got a couple. Let's do one more. One more regular one that we use is Lockette. And what this does is Lockette allows you to put a sign on a door or a chest and claim it as yours. Doors are pointless because you can work around doors. But when you do Lockette on a chest, what you do is you place it here. You mark it as private, like that. Boom, it attaches to your chest, marks as ZackScott. I have game mode so I can break it just like that. That's cool. And people are able to do backups finish. Great. People are able to now protect their chests. We had problems of theft and all sorts of stuff and explosions messing up chests. So one of the side effects is that chests are now protected from explosions. If there was a sign there and it had private and a name, that would mean you could still set TNT, boom, blow up, take all the stuff in. But so what it does, it actually does protect chests from explosions at the same time. Lockette is just one of the things, and I can't figure out how to disable Lockette in Nova, so we still have that in Nova. Not a big deal. Nova is like 100% vanilla, with the exception of the fact that it's a multi-world. But it's 100% vanilla pretty much, except Lockette is there too. But I don't mind that. Okay, the final thing is kind of a group of plugins that I use. It's based around the Multiverse plugin. And there are three: the core plugin, the NetherPortals plugin, and the Signs plugin. And I also use a fourth plugin called MultiInventory, which allows us to have separate inventories for game mode, for non-game mode, and then for the worlds. So I do have to set up these. It's fairly config file heavy. I had to link like the nethers to I had to link this nether to this world and the other nether to Nova. And to make sure that the inventory is carried over there, and to make sure the inventory is differed for when I travel to Nova. So when I click Nova, you know, like the inventories change. It does. There's a bug with it though right now. So if you look, you know, like, wait, no, wait, that's not a bug. I'm really confused now. I had like the same inventory. Okay, now my sword's gone. No, it's back. Okay, what? Okay, so what? Do I have a sword here? There's an issue. See, there's a bug. Sometimes when I go into game mode, it messes things up. Do I have a sword here? I do. Whoa. Okay, so this is a problem. Sometimes there's a bug with this plugin and how it interacts with game mode. That's unfortunate. I never, ever use it to bring stuff into Nova. Sometimes it just happens like this. But so, know that if you're in game mode a lot and you're fluctuating between worlds, see, this should not work. So I'm going to have to, let's see. I'm going to have to, like, burn this somewhere. I don't know where. Maybe I'll just go throw it off in the river and it'll eventually disappear. But what I'm trying to show you is that it keeps a separate inventory for both. And it could be possible that the latest Bukkit update broke it, but I don't think so. Let's take a look. Okay, got rid of that. I'm gonna pick up something like I'm going to take a torch with me, just for show. So I have a torch. Go in here, switch, and I do not have a torch. Perfect. so let me try something else a little more drastic so you guys can see what I'm talking about. I'm gonna go grab these dirt blocks over here, and you'll see that they won't transfer over. I can't quite explain how that glitch happened where I did carry some stuff over before, other than that there's a bug that I think is associated with game mode. But the MultiInv plugin, maybe I should list these in the description. But when I switch over, it looks like it carried over, but it didn't look. See, it disappeared. All I have is the one torch. When I go back, it looks like I don't have, but see, I click, there we go. There's a weird bug. There we go. So those are my two dirts. Switch, go back to Nova. This, I don't actually have that. You can see it disappeared. Weird glitch, and I'm pretty sure it wasn't. I don't know. It's confusing. But so yeah, I only have the one torch in Nova. I don't have a torch in Scotland, but I do have 2 stacks of dirt. There we go. There's the other one. So there is a glitch with how it displays. There's also a glitch sometimes with how it carries over. But mostly, this is safe. This is good. You know, you only have so much stuff. So there we go. That's the MultiInv plugin that coincides with Multiverse. Now, Multiverse Core is what allows us to have these worlds, and I could show you commands to create a new world, but that would be intensive on the server right now. I don't want to just create a new world just to show you guys, but that's how I created this. There was just a command to create it. I named it at the same time, named it Nova. It's the official full name is Nova Scotia. Now, the NetherPortals plugin is what allows there to be a separate nether for this world. As you know, the nether here in Nova takes you to a completely different nether than the one in Scotland. And before this plugin, that was not the case. It took us to the same nether, and it was really confusing. But this is definitely a much different nether than Scotland. This is the Nova nether. I'm going to go back, and since I have this Multiverse NetherPortals plugin, this will take me back to the proper place in Nova, and I can show you the same thing. Well, I guess I don't have to. I guess you guys can trust me that the nether in Scotland is different. It works. These are 2 separate nethers. One's attached to Nova, one's attached to Scotland, totally separate. What allows me to transfer between places using signs is the Multiverse SignPortals plugin. And like I said, I named Multiverse Core, which allows you to have separate worlds. I named Multiverse NetherPortals, which allows you to sync up the Nethers properly and use the NetherPortals to go to them properly. And now the final one, Multiverse SignPortals, is what allows you to teleport. This A means anchor. I've defined Scottland, and this is all in the documentation. So if it ever gets too confusing, just check their documentation. They usually have wikis for all these plugins. So I created an anchor called Scottland that is right here. Basically, this is the anchor to Scottland. It's in this ship. I made an anchor to Nova. That's why there's an A. A for anchor. I could do world, but that would take me to the spawn point or whatever. And I didn't want the spawn point to be in here for Scottland, so I made it an anchor. So it's kind of confusing. So, but yeah, the spawn point here. I'm in Nova. So in Scottland, when I click here, I right-click the sign. It takes me to the anchor point called Scottland, which is in the Scottland world right here in the submarine. And so yeah, the spawn point, I have it now set to a warp point. I don't think I have a warp Scottland, do I? Does that take me to an anchor? No. No, warps are different than anchors. Anchors are for Multiverse. Warps are for Essentials. So all this, I can see how all this can be confusing, but I set a warp for warp spawn because I no longer use a spawn plugin. I used to use a spawn plugin where you could just type spawn. And if you notice, like, I don't do that anymore because the spawn plugin was interfering with my Multiverse plugin, basically. I wanted this to be, I could set spawn and the spawn plugin would override my Multiverse plugin, meaning if you died in Nova, you would spawn here in Scottland. And I wanted to keep them completely separate. I tried my best with the multi-inventory system, and I got rid of the spawn. Dun, 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 dun. That's so cool. Anyway, did iWolfie do that? I forget. I think he did. I think he said he did. Anyway, so yeah, that's a rundown of my plugins, and I'll post a list in the description below. You can Google them. I don't want to go through and find all the links. But you can find them on the Bukkit forums. You can find them on the Dev Bukkit. You can find them on other sites. They usually all have their own wikis. That's a list of the plugins that you can run on your own Bukkit-powered server to mimic mine. I'm sure there are a lot better plugins out there, but I use backup to back it up manually. It has a way to do it automatically. I haven't figured it out yet. It doesn't seem to work right now for me, but it's probably just an issue. I don't have enough time to research that kind of stuff sometimes. I use the backup in alphabetical order. Backup, Big Brother to restore stuff in Scottland that gets griefed. Essentials for just a good all-around package of teleportation plugins and warp plugins, stuff like that. And also to kind of control, like I can spawn animals with Bukkit, basically, with Essentials. Anyway, Lockette for protecting chests. MultiInv to control the inventory systems throughout the worlds. Multiverse Core to have separate worlds on the same server. Multiverse NetherPortals to ensure that the Nethers work for the that there are separate Nethers and that they both work with the NetherPortals in the multiple worlds. And then Multiverse SignPortals, which allows you to use signs to teleport between worlds, anchor points, or whatever you like. I then also use PermissionsEx to do very light management, multi-world management of permissions. That's why when I go into Nova, I don't have access to commands. That's why no one, when they go to Nova, has access to commands, because I use PermissionsEx to keep the command list separate between different worlds. And then finally, is there one more? Is there one? Yes, no, two more. Whitelist to manage the whitelist here, and the reason I do it is because the old whitelist that comes with MC Mayan Min would still pop up the name of people trying to join. That was ultra annoying. Whitelist does not allow that name to pop up on here. The whitelist plugin does not. It's great. It still works right now. I don't know how long it's been developed on. Anyway, the final one, WorldEdit, which I use a lot here in Scottland to get rid of stuff, to regenerate areas, to create shapes, all sorts of crazy stuff you can do with WorldEdit. All these plugins are very cool. There are definitely some more. I used to use something like when you would die, it would have like a different message. There's a lot of stuff I still want to use, a lot of stuff I like to mess around with on another server that I have. But those are all that are running on the Scottland server, including the Nova Scotia area. It's crucial if you want to manage multiple worlds and if you want to teleport between these worlds with signs. And I've been talking like non-stop, so hopefully this is a good video. But anyway, you need to use Multiverse. So anyway, thanks guys for watching. Don't forget about the contest that tomorrow do the interactive video, do all the possibilities, leave a comment on all the videos related to that interactive video. You can win a Minecraft gift code. $3.99, epic episode tomorrow, totally epic. I'm not even joking around. Episode 400 is on Friday, where you get the maps to download in zip format. They're going to be huge files. We're talking about almost a gigabyte total, I think that's what it said. But you guys can download them. I'll try to find a good site to put them on. I would hope that you guys, if the site goes down for some reason, you guys would be generous enough to post them on other sites. I don't care what you do with those files. You can post them wherever you like. So be sure to check out the wiki in the description below for a list of coordinates. I'll tell you, I'm not going to get done that room in the very front that has a list of coordinates. I'm sorry. But anyway, thanks guys for watching. I know this has been a long video. I know it's been a little late today. But I wanted to do all the plugins. A list of plugins is in the description below as well. Not links, but a list, because the links can change, but the names may not. Anyway, come back tomorrow. Episode 399 is going to be epic. I'm ZackScott. Subscribe if you have not. Click the like button to give me one up. Goodbye, and thank you so much for watching so far.